World of Warcraft's savior, future villain. I hope they don't make her a villain. I really liked her. She was a cool character from Warcraft 2.
In the War Within, one of the main characters in the expansion is Illyria Windrunner, who's getting a new model, and honestly, it makes her look like an entirely...
Yeah, I mean, she looks cool in some poses, but I definitely like the original.
Different character. But Illyria has been a part of Warcraft's lore ever since the second Warcraft game, and has had a long,
my favorite
complicated story told across multiple different forms of media. So getting a full scope of her story can be difficult to grasp.
Dude, she looks way cooler
Windrunner is the
in the
oldest
original.
Windrunner sister. Her younger siblings being Verisa, Sylvanas, and her brother Varath.
Wait, they had a brother? And that's her... Wait, I've been saying this name wrong the whole time.
Sylvanas and her brother Varath. Their mom was the Ranger General of Silvermoon, the leader of the Farstriders, who are an elite group of elven rangers in Quel'Thalan.
Dude, that looks... Sorry, I'm being picky, but that... The way they hold their axe looks mad weird.
And because Illyria was the eldest daughter, she was next in line to become the Ranger General, which is a fate she didn't really want. So instead, she handed the leadership of the Farstriders over to her younger sister, Sylvanas. I mean, she actually wants to be the Ranger General, and look at this cool spin move she can do.
Platinum, stop. What? Boo! Tomato!
After unloading the burden of leadership, Illyria became a Ranger Captain of the Farstriders and explored the distant regions of the Eastern Kingdoms.
Okay.
During the Second War, the Horde rampaged across the lands. Illyria's mom, dad, and little brother were all murdered
even the little bro?
by orcs and trolls.
Oh my, no wonder she goes to chase them down.
Illyria to fight alongside the humans of the Alliance of Lordaeron. It was during this war she would meet the paladin Turalian, and they'd form a relationship.
Turalian.
But more on that in just a moment. Illyria's involved.
Yo, I know more of that just later, but I feel like World of Warcraft ruined Turalian and Illyria's vibe. I hate it.
In the war ends
They're
with
so
going
weird
to the capital city of
in
Lordaeron
Legion.
with the Alliance, defeating the Horde, and the orcs flee back down to the Dark Portal.
Honestly, World of
This
Warcraft made
video is sponsored by Game
every
of Thrones
character
Legend, an
stupid.
exciting
Arthas,
RPG game set
Keltis.
in Westeros.
There's like this meme of like Warcraft character and how they are now. Dude, WoW ruined all the characters.
Faces. Plan a strategy with each of the heroes' unique abilities and weaponry, and pair them alongside one another.
All the good
to craft
characters are
effective
either dead or
synergies.
ruined in the
You can hone
story
your skills in
from
PvE
Warcraft
and PvP gameplay.
1 through
And
3.
you can even form your own House of Westeros and compete with rival alliances in tournaments and events. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Well, you know what? I actually do, because I'm using my genius match 3 tactics to fight a giant dragon.
Oh my
right
goodness,
now.
I'm gonna
Matching
download this
these colors
right
is truly
now,
an epic
guys.
experience, and you can secure your legacy right now. Download Game of
Oh
Thrones
my
Legends by clicking the link
goodness.
in the description, or scan the QR code to get 50 gold, 3,000 food, and a daily summon token to start your journey today.
Wow.
In the aftermath of the war, Illyria and Turalian start a relationship.
What the fuck, Platinum? You're ruining.
Half-elf baby named Eritol.
What in the? I don't want
If you don't
to.
pay close attention to the lore, you won't even know this guy exists. He's been a very minor character and first appeared in the Burning Crusade and Honor Hold, and then briefly in Legion. And we'll be discussing
Yeah, I
more
was very
about Eritol
disappointed.
later. Later on, the Horde re-enter Azeroth and steal some artifacts and take them back to Draenor. Illyria joins an A-team of
I like
Alliance
that clap
heroes
edit.
to retrieve these artifacts, called the Sons of Lothar, which included Illyria, Khadgar, Danath Trollbane,
Danath Trollbane.
and Kurdran Wildhammer. The Sons of Lothar traveled to Draenor and realized the artifacts the Horde had stolen were used to conjure new portals to new worlds. This leads to an apocalyptic amount of energy surging across the planet. So much so, it risks spilling into Azeroth. So the Sons of Lothar broke the connection between the two worlds.
Dude, I wanted Turalian to have more spotlight. I don't know if he got a strong one. I feel like they made him look very weird in the game.
Leaving them stranded on Draenor, which was transformed into Outland. Everyone back on Azeroth assumes the Sons of Lothar had perished in their sacrifice, and in their honor, statues were
Conk,
constructed
thank you for the
in
prom.
the newly rebuilt
Appreciate it.
Stormwind City. One of the statues being Turalian and Ranger Captain Illyria Windrunner. And it doesn't even look like you're like in the slightest that she has a bird. When did Illyria ever have a bird?
I don't know, bro. You tell me.
20 years pass, and the Burning Crusade expansion happens. The Dark Portal is opened, again, and players ventured into Outland. And when they arrived, they met the Alliance expedition that had managed to hold out ever since their sacrifice.
Man, how did they live this long? It's
There's
crazy.
Kurgan Wildhammer, Danath Trollbane, Khadgar.
They killed those 2 characters off, by the way.
And even Eretor, Illyria and Trallian's kid, who's looking for his parents, but where are they? They can't be found anywhere on the continent, but it's not like they weren't here. I mean, there's an Alliance hub called the Illyrian Stronghold. We wouldn't find out the duo's fate for another decade. Trallian and Illyria's experience from the closing of the Dark Portal to now is told in the audio drama 1,000 Years of War.
Audio drama. Chat, have you guys seen this audio drama? I haven't seen it.
I give you,
or
please
heard
give
it
a listen, because it's some of the best Warcraft media ever produced by Blizzard. And it's also where our story turns from fantasy to borderline sci-fi.
It's so good, really. Okay, I kind of listen to it. What was it called again? 1,000 Years of War.
Of War. And it's also where our story turns from fantasy to borderline sci-fi. As Draenor was breaking apart and turning into the Outland, reality itself was merging with the twisting Nether, and Trallian and Illyria jumped into a random portal to an unknown world. It was then a strange ally appeared to tell the two of their destiny.
A harmonic tone thundered across them. Trallian leapt to his feet, drawing his hammer from its sling. Illyria spun, bow raised, arrow already knocked. Blinding light.
Is this the story?
In the air, only a few paces away. It was a rift, identical to the one Trallian had followed to get here. All he could see through the glow was a hand beckoning them forward. A voice called out to them.
This way, quickly!
Trallian's shock faded.
I want to say I hate this character. It's a Dreadlord that's covered in holy plaster because they were lazy to make a new model. It looks hideous. What do you mean so good?
Rift and the voice behind it were both suffused with the light.
We can trust him,
he told Illyria.
They also made this guy like a crazy Jesus enthusiast.
Glanced at him, then lowered her bow.
Like too much.
Very well.
She stepped through the rift. Trallian followed.
The person who's
every time I went to my Legion place, I had to look at that guy. I fucking hate that thing.
was Lothraxian, a dreadlord infused with the light and who had defected from the Burning Legion. Yeah, he's kind of weird.
Come on, dude. No, they just got lazy and wanted to put in.
Let's go with it right now, okay? And he tells them of their fate.
Whenever I saw that in my Legion artifact place where all the paladins are there, it's like, dude, so out of place. Why is there a demon sitting next to me?
Fight back against the Legion. Zira, the Light Mother,
I also hate this.
Powerful Naru god, has seen their future, their destiny to become one
I
with
hate
the light
all of this.
and fight back this demonic threat who are going to invade Azeroth once again. Illyria wished to return to Azeroth, to be reunited with her son she barely knew. But that was not the future Zira saw. Illyria and Trallian are destined to battle the Legion elsewhere and join her with the army of
Stupid
light.
Light
This
Rock.
is a spaceship traveling group of fanatical, holy warriors who fight demons all around the great dark beyond and the twisting nether. And for the next 500
I also hate this too.
years,
Like, I don't want RoboCop holy shit. What is
Trallian
that?
and
Come
Illyria
on.
were a part of the army of light.
What is that, chat?
Trallian was imbued with this power, making him immortal, and even Illyria learned how to blend holy magic into her combat.
She looks so mad.
But Illyria's connection to the light would not last forever. During a particular attack on a demonic outpost, there were were no demons.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just let it play out.
They had all been slain by the powers of the Void. The demons of the Burning Legion have the ability to respawn when they're killed, but with the Void magic, they're permanently killed. Illyria was intrigued by the idea, an incredibly effective method to fight back against the biggest threat in the universe, the biggest threat to Azeroth, and the biggest threat to her son. The Void saw this gap in her mind, this openness to corruption, an opportunity to strike and lay dormant in her mind. Illyria's acceptance and ultimately wielding of Void powers for the greater good ostracized her from the Army of Light and her wholly infused himbo husband. She voluntarily isolated herself from the Army of Light, but also, yeah, they wouldn't really want her there if she was dabbling in Void magic.
Yeah, there's so much I want to say about this, but I'm holding. Also, him getting called himbo is because World of Warcraft, man. They made him into like such a weirdo, man.
Right on time, fleshling.
What? Show yourself! Who are you?
Yes, I do have a real name. It's none of your business.
Huh? Who is that?
Were I to speak it aloud, 1,000 void portals would rip open.
Oh,
And some very unpleasant entities would come looking to collect on old debts.
Could you elaborate? Even a little?
Here's a hint. It's an ancient word of power. If I whisper it in your ear, your mind will fall into madness.
This was a good quest. I remember doing this.
What are you talking about?
It is all about perspective. But by all means, if you want to see reality itself torn asunder, keep asking about my name.
During her isolation,
Bro, I feel like I'm talking. This is how you talk to beans. Like, yes, say my name. Keep saying my
Illyria
name.
meets an entity called the Locust Walker.
Okay,
An
he's a
ethereal
fucking
who's a
weirdo.
master of the Void and teaches her how to wield it in its dichotomy with the light.
Yeah, in trade, you gotta say his name 5 times each time.
Explains to Illyria how the light is blinded by only accepting one singular path of destiny. Conversely, the Void accepts all possible futures as truth.
Man, this is such a poor right? Isn't it the opposite? Dude, come on, Blizzard.
And neither are getting a full story to a person's true identity. Suddenly, the teaching is interrupted and Illyria has a vision of a Legion assassin who has just poisoned Terralion, and he's gonna torment him for all eternity in a soul stone. Even worse, he swore to do the exact same to their son. Illyria jumps into action, teleporting to the Xenadar and attacks this assassin with her void magic. And this demon attempts to flee between realities, and Illyria pursues him. Now, humor me for a second, because this is a part of the audio drama. It's one of my favorite moments written in Warcraft history. I'm just going to play it to you directly and cut out some parts to make it shorter.
All right, listen careful, chat. Here we go.
Listen to this.
The creature ran. It ran and ran and ran, sliding between realms, dancing between the twisting nether and the void. It ripped Illyria's spike free from its chest. The weapon dissolved into nothing. The Eridar was gasping in pain. Each step came with a chant.
Have to get away. Have to get away. Have to get away. Have to get away.
Bro, I need to listen to this. This is insane.
Dark matter wrapped around its neck. The demon screamed as it was yanked from its dance and pulled back onto the Xenadar, back into the twisting nether. The Eridar was on its feet in a second, hissing through its fanged teeth. Its daggers whirled in both hands.
Yo, Blizzard, where's this much work in when you do the fucking cinematics? What?
And it sliced away the bonds of shadow. With a desperate
Bro, I'm feeling so much energy and thought here. I don't feel any of these when I watch the cinematic. Like the newest one is like, oh, there's a troll dancing and void showing this lady. Okay, boom, over. Dude, I feel way more stuff just listening to this.
It hurled its poison blades at the woman. She had pulled it here to the one.
Bro, this goes
place where it could
hard.
die, and the blade stopped in midair.
Oh!
She stepped past them.
Holy! Holy shit!
Is he watching?
Holy shit!
Valeria walked forward, closing
Whoa,
the
whoa,
distance.
whoa, whoa! Blizzard, you have this. You have the skills. Why are we not getting
After
this?
step. The Eridar could feel Kil'jaeden's disappointment.
Why did I not even know that this existed, chat? They're doing such a poor job of letting people know.
He had heard its cries
This is insane.
and ignored them. And then she was standing before it.
Holy.
The demon fell to its knees. It couldn't even lift its arms to beg for mercy. All it could do was wheeze out its last prayer.
Please. Please. Please.
She knelt in front of it, meeting its gaze. All hope died with her words.
You promised to kill my son.
Her dagger slipped easily into its throat. The demon made not a
Bro,
sound.
what the
It
fuck?
just stared at her with unblinking eyes as its life drained away. Behind her, on the other end of the hall, were Turalyon and Lothran.
Man, get that fucking... Chad, what the fuck is that demon shit? I want to give it this. Ready? We need this right here, boys. We need that. What the fuck is that? Get that demon shit away. He wasn't even doing anything. That was all Lyria.
Axion, watching. The demon saw astonishment in their eyes. It saw fear. Then it all faded away. It was a relief.
That was so cool, and then Blizzard never made an audio drama ever again.
Man, what the fuck? You know, this got no view because nobody knows about this, I feel like. I feel like no one probably... If I ask Zaru, Peyo, Guzi, they probably don't know about this. That was insanely good, though. That was really good.
Blizzard never made an audio drama ever again.
Dude, this... What the fuck? What the fuck? Chat. I wanted WoW God to be something like this. Boom! Oh my God. Savior. Oh my goodness, my king. You know what he does? He goes like... Oh, Illidan. Oh, is that you? Oh, yeah. Let me just wrap my hand around you. And then Illidan fucking shits on him. It's like, bro, what the fuck is the biggest disappointment in my life? I play Paladin for this? Is crazy. Crazy. Doesn't do anything. Most powerful Holy Light. What has it done, chat? Exactly. Nothing. Anyways, let's play it out.
Excuse me, what the actual fuck are you doing in my house?
Man, get the fuck out of the fucking crystal shit, man!
The light.
What? That's his voice? Oh my, I'm even more mad, dude. I'm about to reroll right now. Why am I playing Paladin? This is insane.
What the actual fuck are you doing in my house?
The Light Mother Zira imprisons Illyria for her use of the Void after she refuses to denounce her dark powers. Keep in mind, she isn't using the Void for the Army of Light. She's doing this for Azeroth, and if she must be imprisoned...
Yeah, the real one, chat. The real one would have known and said, come here, Lyria, you're giga chatting. Stay. But this little... Oh my God, I do nothing but float. Of course, I'm the Holy Light. I don't do anything, of course.
Illyria isn't
Man,
using the Void for the Army of
such
Light.
a disappointment.
She's doing this for Azeroth, and if she must
Such
be
a
imprisoned
disappointment.
for doing so, well, so be it. The continuation of her story and the Army of Light is told in the Shadows of Argus patch in Legion. Now keep in mind, Illyria and Turalyon have been fighting with the Army of Light for a
Type 1 in the chat if this holy Robocop that shoots Holy Beam makes no sense. This does not belong here.
1,000 years, but because of weird
I don't want to see
space-time
no
stuff, it's only been
Robocop
around
holy
2
tank,
decades for
man.
everyone back on Azeroth.
Oh
During this patch,
my
the
goodness.
Legion's homeworld of Argus is teleported right next to Azeroth, and the Army of Light goes to the planet to assault it in the final battle against the Legion. the final battle in a war that has been going on for thousands and thousands and...
Chat, these holy fucking spaceships, they gotta go too. I hate these flying crystal spaceships.
Their ship gets instantly shot down.
I hate it.
Being one of the individuals.
I hate it.
Players land on the world of Argus, meet Trallian, and then travel to the crashed ship to save those still trapped inside. And during their excursion, Illyria swoops in to save the day.
This is what I mean. I feel like his husband gets nothing done. It's sad.
Illyria. Perfect timing, as always.
I have made a habit.
He hasn't done anything cool. And that used to be my favorite character.
Illyria,
It's so sad.
There's something else. When the ship from Azeroth arrived, I sensed his presence.
Arator. He's here.
I would know it anyway. Even after all the years we've spent apart.
Every day.
He looks
for
sick though, yeah.
1,000 years, I've thought about what I wanted to say to him. Now, though, words fail me.
I know, my love. I feel the same. But once we see our son, our hearts will speak for us.
Let's not keep our son waiting.
But couldn't you have reached out to us? To your people? To me?
Erator, not a day passed that
Okay.
your mother and I didn't...
Every choice we made was to keep you safe. It broke our hearts to be apart from you.
Son, there is so much more we have to say. But our allies at the Xenadar will soon be overrun.
You must go to their aid, Terralion. I will scout behind enemy lines and provide a distraction. We will return soon, Arator.
Man, he just came and they're leaving again. Yo, take your son with you guys. It's a family trip.
Understand. Light be with you both.
Actually, they probably don't want him to die. That's why they're going without him, right?
It pains me to see them go, Aunt Verisa. I could not bear to lose them now. Not after waiting all these years.
Have patience, Arator. It may take time, but your family will be whole again.
No doubt my mother will soon ask about Sylvanas. What are you going to tell her?
Chad, they better hang out soon because Terralian's about to die. Illeria's an elf, so she could live long, but Terralian, Chad, he's getting fucking old over here, man. Yo, W design, though. I like their designs. I don't know about the writing and everything.
Patience, Arator. It may take time, but your family will be
Yeah, these
whole
videos are
again.
really
No
good,
doubt
man.
my mother will soon ask about Sylvanas.
Wait, Terralian is immortal?
Going to tell her.
It is a conversation I know we must have. But the
Is,
thought of
is it the light
fills
that
me
give
with
him
dread.
immortality?
How can I explain to Illyria what our sister has become? The truth will break her.
Oh, the light forge made him immortal? He got topped off with the light? Oh my, that floating crystal can't do the magics, huh? Okay, I didn't know that. That must be new. Or is it in the books? I don't know.
Heart. Impossible! I refuse to believe she now leads the Horde.
Oh, it was in
Not
Legion?
after all they did
Audio?
to our people during the war. There's more. I'm not sure how to explain the rest. Or if this is even the time or place to... I must know, Verisa. What fate befell our sister? Give me a moment. I will do my best to explain. Perhaps we had best discuss the matter in private.
While Illyria and Trallian were getting accustomed to their family after being separated from them for 1,000 years, they still had a war to win. And through this patch, the Army of Light and the player characters fight back the Burning Legion on their homeworld. But demons aren't the only foes on Argus. In the zone of Eridath, a Naru has fallen to the powers of darkness and is spreading void energies all across the zone.
His name is El Aura? That's a great name, dude. El Aura.
Powers of darkness.
Definitely
and is
L.
spreading void energies all across the zone. And a group of void-obsessed ethereals called
These
the
guys
Shadow
look cool.
Guard are there to
I
claim
always
it.
liked
With help
ethereals.
from Locust Walker, Illyria learns how to better control the powers of the void, defeat these ethereals, and even consumes the entire essence of this fallen Naru.
full potential power.
You survived. Interesting. How do you feel?
The voices are louder now. More
The
insistent.
voices.
But they do not control me.
Damn.
You asked me to teach you to use the void as a weapon. Now that weapon is you.
It seems my training
Dude, she's God of War. She just killed one of the gods and consumed it and got his power. Dude, what if they kill every single Naru and just...
is complete.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need to test the limits of this newfound power. Come.
Come.
Illyria can turn her void form on or off whenever she pleases, and uses it to help defeat the Burning Legion at the end of the expansion, and Azeroth is saved. Just ignore the giant sword that was plunged into the earth at the end of the expansion.
Of course.
It is unsettling to look upon these memorials to our passing.
Indeed.
Illyria and Trallian finally return to Azeroth, but this Azeroth is far different from the one they were familiar with. The biggest difference being that Illyria's sister, Sylvanas, was undead and is leading the Horde, and the High Elves, who are now renamed to the Blood Elves, have also joined the Horde.
Dude, that must be so confusing for Illyria, because Sylvanas used to hate that side, I feel like.
Even worse, there are rumblings of another war between the Alliance and Horde. King Anduin Wrynn suggests that Illyria travels to Quel'Thalas so that she can convince the Blood Elves to change sides. A difficult task, but it doesn't hurt to try.
The displaced music is so
I
good.
come bearing an offer from High King Anduin Wrynn.
I had hoped your visit was motivated by a love for Silvermoon. Instead, you come at the behest of the Alliance's boy king. How disappointing.
Cutting words, Lorthamar. Are they yours, I wonder? Or has the dutiful ranger I knew become the mouthpiece of your war chief?
You doubt my words, yet how can we trust your own? Do you deny that the Lords of the Void whisper to you? Did you not surrender yourself to the shadows
Oh my
on ours?
goodness.
It seems the offer I bring has been anticipated.
Wait, didn't we win because of her? Shouldn't he be thankful?
And spurned. Very well. But before I leave, I have one request. It has been 1,000 years since I set eyes upon the Sunwell. May I visit it once again?
I advise against it. We cannot trust that she will not—
Whatever she has become, Illyria is a daughter of Quel'Thalas. I will not deny her pilgrimage to our most sacred site.
Damn.
Ramoth, kindly open the way for us.
Okay.
The Sunwell has changed, but its beauty remains.
Yo, she's not gonna do something, right? Oh shit! Oh shit! It's over!
Guards! Seize this saboteur.
I did not intend for my presence to—
Enough! You will leave at once, Illyria. Accident or no, your presence poses a danger to Quel'Thalas. Go
You know what?
back
Fuck
to
it up. Fuck it up even more, Larry. Come
Silvermoon
on. Stir it up with
is
the little
no
tentacle.
longer your home.
Take a little sip too while you're at it.
Illyria is then banished from her
Damn.
homelands, which is difficult to come to terms with. You know, she just went on this intergalactic crusade for 1,000 years, accepted the powers of the Void, only for them to reject her when she returned home. She understood why, obviously, but that didn't make the separation any easier. Illyria would soon discover that she wasn't the only elf to research the powers of the Void. In the Ghostlands, she finds scribblings of Magister Umbric and discovers a rogue group of shadow-dabbling miscreants called the Void Elves, and offers to teach them how to master the Void. Kinda glossing over this lore because, kinda sucks. Let's be honest here, the only reason why Void Elves exist is because Blood Elves are the most popular playable race in all of World of Warcraft, and Blizzard made Void Elves an allied race to give their character models over to the Alliance. Lore-wise, there's probably like, I don't know, 50 void elves, so it doesn't even make that much sense. And Illyria's just like, so,
Wait, really? There's only 50? I feel like there's a million of them running around now.
like, want to join the Alliance, I guess? I mean, sure, we don't really have anything else going on, so, I guess that sounds good. The battle for Azeroth happens, and it's an all-out war.
I like that. That was good.
Alliance. Illyria is forced to fight her fallen
That was
sister.
great.
And even worse, the old god N'Zoth is trying to take over the world. But Sylvanas is defeated, and this old god is killed. And while Illyria doesn't play a big role in this expansion, that doesn't mean it isn't traumatic for her.
I thought I'd find you here. It's a place you often visit when something's on your mind.
Perhaps these statues remind me of a simpler time.
So much has happened since our return to Azeroth.
Simpler time.
The wounding of the world. The war against the Horde.
War, I understand. We both do. But I expected to be fighting with two sisters at my side. Instead, I faced one of them in battle. Or at least, what remains of her.
Maybe through her, we bring back Sylvanas or something?
The downfall of the old god brought you at least a measure of peace?
The whispers did not end with his defeat. In fact, it seems new voices have joined the chorus.
Please no.
I think of the nightmares he forced into my mind. How could I have ever loved someone so weak?
Oh my god!
Let us hope Eretor did not inherit
Oh
your
my
choice.
god!
Illyria, please. This is madness.
You have always stood between me
Oh
and the
my,
void.
oh my.
Now die with your precious light.
Father, do not listen to the whispers.
I have ignored them for too long. They speak the truth, Eretor.
This is what
And you
could
will
happen,
hear them.
chat.
I will make you hear them.
No, I will never.
Oh shit.
I witnessed them too. But they didn't shake my faith in you. Not for a moment.
Oh
Mine for you,
shit, what a faithful
Enough
god.
reflection. We have a job to do. Hunt down Sylvanas and make her pay.
Shadowlands happens, Sylvanas is defeated, and let's jump forward to the War Within, where a new entity of the Void has taken interest in Illyria. Many characters are hearing something called the Radiant Song, a mysterious vision from who we assume is Azeroth crying out for aid. Except for Illyria, who's experiencing visions of the Void. The entity watching and ultimately trying to pull her into madness is the Harbinger, Xalatath, a void being wielding a powerful artifact called the Dark Heart, which she plans to use to corrupt all of Azeroth. After speaking to Locust Walker about this whole ordeal, he reveals that this Radiant Song other characters have been hearing is very similar to the song his people heard before their world was destroyed. So, yeah, not a good sign. Illyria and other characters must travel into the depths of Azeroth, find the source of this song, and stop Xalatath before it's too late. And with this expansion, Illyria is getting a new model. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of it.
Yeah, I'm not either. Like, why did they shave half of her head too?
I feel like it's just missing iconic parts of her character.
Yeah.
Like with her high elf ranger
Yeah, I like the high FI. You know
armor
what I mean?
or her iconic war paint. And instead, she looks like a totally
Yeah,
different character.
where's her war?
Like, she looks like a main character of a YA novel. Straight up Hunger Games Aragon.
Bro, that's what I thought too. Hate's a strong word, but World of Warcraft. If you go to Twitch right now, I hate this new icon. I don't know if it's just you and I, chat. Bro, that looks like the Hunger Games girl, no? And I hate that actor. That looks like her. When it's like half and half, it kind of looks like her.
Maze Runner, Ranger's Apprentice looking ass. And there is a bit more lore in a short story prelude where Illyria travels back to Silvermoon to try and convince Eretor to stay away
Remove the thick makeup. Put the ranger back on, of course.
from
Walkers in the
Xalatath.
chat.
To which he responds, I'm a paladin, fighting big bad evil people, it's kind of my thing. If you want to hear the full story, I have a voiceover version with sound effects that you can listen to on my Patreon. Also, Eritor apparently got badass light and void dragon tattoos on his arms.
What? What the fuck?
Just some real gangster shit. Dude just has an unlimited amount of half-elf swag. Remember to jump into the land of Westeros by clicking the link down below.
Yo, fantastic. That was a really good video. I'm gonna link it to you guys. Thank you. I'm downloading it right now. Let me use my QR code.
Excellent.
That very good video. Thank you, Platinum. I appreciate it, sir. Yo, John, thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. That's the ending. The only Windrunner sister that is safe from villain battling is Versa, because they don't remember she exists. Yeah, she's kind of the forgotten sister, huh? Her new model looks like an aunt that drinks way too much wine. Hilarion and Tyrion looking at the situation. Tyrion is unsettling. Look upon the memorial of our passing. Who the F is that bird? Just casually mentions Tyrion is immortal, like it's no big deal. Yeah, I actually didn't know that either. How old is Tyrion? The guy's been around since Warcraft 3, same as Khadgar. Thousands of years in space-time works differently. Zera made him immortal for long service during the Champion of Light. I see. Main takeaway from this video, I feel like Blizzard has the money, and by seeing their, what is that called? Is it an audiobook or that little writing they had? Dude, that was really good. I feel like they could make the story good if they put more work into it. Or I guess more money. Are they just being cheap, chat? I'm not sure.